companies actually losing their licenses, especially with care companies. Watch this right to the end, because I know a lot of people are with organizations that have lost their license, and this is a new update by BBC News. Just as you can see on the screen, license cancellations of migrant work visas double. For those who actually got in touch with me to tell me that their licenses have been revoked, they have been struggling to get another sponsorship. Guys, watch this video right to the end. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. And if you're new to this channel, I create content on UK immigration updates, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK, and also how you can make money through digital products in the UK as well, and turn your side also to your main also. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, please do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. And also do like and share this video with your friends and loved ones. So without taking so much of your time, let's quickly dive right into today's video. Just as you can see on my screen, license cancellations of migrant work visas double. We know that a lot of organizations have lost their licenses, and one of the concerns when this happens is a lot of immigrants, they go into depression, they begin to worry about what next. A lot are still struggling to get new sponsorships. Some actually do receive letters from home office giving them 60 days to leave. So this is a situation that have put a lot of people in a bad state. But as you can see, this was published by BBC. Twice as many licenses allowing companies to bring in migrant workers were revoked last year compared to the previous 12 months, according to the latest data. Now, why is the UK government doing this? They are doing this because they know that most of these organizations, they just bring in people knowing that they do not have any job for them, and those people get stranded, which is why the government have been doing this. Is this a good thing to do, especially when people have left their comfort zone to come to the UK to hustle, and at the end of the day, they are also stranded? The Home Office said bosses had their licenses cancelled for abusing the immigration system, including underpaying and exploiting workers, and using the work visas system to help migrants get around the law on how to enter or remain in the country. A lot of organizations that didn't even have any job, they just brought in people and they left them by themselves. Now, in my opinion, Home Office did not actually play their role when it comes to approving COSs in the past, which is one of the things that have led to what is happening currently. But now, if you're one of those that your company license have been revoked, calm down, don't panic so much, because the UK government set up a new scheme. I filmed several videos on that, on how you can get help to get another sponsorship. Now, the government, which is facing growing pressure on immigration, figures show the continued delivery of real action to secure our borders. The Conservatives said ministers were tinkering around the edges of the issue and were not serious about cutting the number of people arriving in the UK. Now, if you have been following me on this platform, you know that this is what they've been debating on the past how many years. They've been talking about this, and they are still on it. In the year to June 2025, 1,948 licenses allowing companies to bring in migrant workers were revoked, more than double the 937 cancelled in the previous year. The UK government has been looking into this, and they are cutting down, they are revoking license, they are cancelling a lot of things. According to the government, employers in adult social care, hospitality, retail and construction were among the biggest offenders. Now, the number one biggest offenders are employers in adult social care, especially when they bring in hundreds of people. Like, you will see a company properly advertise online with what they do, and only for you to get to the UK, they don't even have one service user, but they have brought in hundreds of immigrants. As you can see, licenses were revoked for breaking rules, including failing to provide promised work, as earlier said, and underpayment, and helping people to circumvent immigration rules. Some bosses were said to have used visas to exploit workers who need their job to stay in the country. Migration Minister Mike Taft, told BBC Breakfast that a large proportion of asylum claims and illegal migrants are actually visa overstayers, which is what the UK government is trying to cut down. A part of that is employers who are scamming the system and bringing people in when they shouldn't be, he said. Now the question is it right that a company will advertise a role, people will apply? Now they don't only just advertise a role, they take money from people, some of those companies, and just bring them in and leave them all by themselves. Let me know in the comment section if you're one of those who have actually experienced this and you're currently struggling to get a job. Just leave in the comment section. If you have finally gotten a job at the end of the day, also leave your experience and how you were able to secure another sponsorship so that others can learn from you, please, because this platform is here to help everybody. So if you've got any solution, if you've got any advice to help people who are currently going through this now, please kindly leave it in the comment section and they will read it and also maybe ask their questions. May end up being the one to guide them, not only this video. He added that the license removal meant Labour was delivering on its promise to ensure British workers come first and have opportunities. Now, how many of the British workers are actually in adult social care, like working as care workers, like we know, because that's the main visa that was abused. Better data and intelligence sharing between government and the police meant more employers were being caught breaking the rules. The Home Office said where previously rammed-on spot checks were used, it said the bans were part of a range of measures to tackle sky-high migration and expand sanctions, including closing businesses and issuing financial penalties to these employers who are into this. And with the government tackling all of this is what some firms have said. But some firms said that they relied on immigrant workers and punishment threatens not only their business but immigrant workers themselves. Shadow Home Secretary Chris Phillips said immigration remains sky high, asylum grants are at record levels, which is what they've been talking about all this while, and sectors from care to constructions are hooked on imported labor because Labour refused to train British workers or reform welfare to get people into the job. Now, most of the people that do the job are those from overseas. Meanwhile, the chairman of think tank Migration Watch UK Mehmet said that while the number of licenses revoked is higher than the year before, I should point out that about 50,000 organizations can issue them. He also said those seeking higher skill visas should require a degree level qualifications and that employers must also hook locally before going overseas, which this came as one of the new rules that employers should always look within the UK before going overseas. So the announcement is one of the first under new Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood, who moved from the Ministry of Justice during last week's reshuffle. Like we know, I filmed a video about that already. So the reduction in licenses predates her taking office. Now, she said on Monday that the UK could suspend visas from countries who do not play ball and comply with the returns of migrants who have no right to stay in the UK. A lot of speculations already that she's gonna be worse, she's gonna be, we don't know yet. Now she already started this move. This is definitely going to be in a different video, but one thing you have to know is that once you receive a letter, just in case you're one of those who is already affected from this publication, it says that the license cancellation of migrant worker visas double. So if you're one of those that have been affected by this, watch out, check your email. We usually send an email on the organizations to contact and so on to see how they can sort things out for you. I've seen some people who actually went through that process and they were able to secure another sponsorship. So it's not a time for you to panic, it's a time for you to just go through all the processes and hopefully you will be able to find another company that will sponsor you in the UK. But for those that asked about the Home Office still sending that 60 days later, to be honest, the 60 days later is not as rampant like it used to be in the past. Very few people have received that letter, but that shouldn't be your problem once you hear that your license is revoked. Now, one of the things you should be looking at, if you're currently in the UK and let's say you came for a job and the job that was promised, you've never done it, just know that it's just a matter of time. The license of that company will be revoked. So all you have to do is to just start looking out for other organizations that can sponsor you. Now, a lot of people make mistake by just looking out for jobs just to make sure that they are paying their bills, which is a normal thing to do. But at the same time, while you're doing that normal job and those companies you're working with do not sponsor, when the problem is still there, because at the time you're ready to look for sponsorship, it may be difficult. So once you enter the UK, or if you're currently in the UK and you realize, or you've noticed, or you know that the company that brought you do not have hours for you, the best thing to do is to start looking out for other companies. I will leave the link to register of licensed sponsors in the description of this video, so you can click on it. Start looking out for companies on that list, because any company you see on that list will be able to sponsor you in the UK. Wish you good luck in all you do in your job search. Like I would always say, do not panic. Just make sure you're doing everything to continue to stay legally in this country. And just in case you find this video helpful, please do like and share with your friends and loved ones, and also do subscribe and join our beautiful family. And until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. I wish you good luck in all you do. Job interview, visa interview, whatever you're doing, I wish you good luck. Bye bye for now.